Today we will see some of the definitions of the Faraday's. First definition of the Faraday, that is the total charge, the total charge of one mole of electron, is called Faraday. So here underline that 1 mole of electrons, that is called Faraday. So 1 Faraday is equals to 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole of electrons, that means what is a 1 mole? So Avogadro's number into charge of the electron. So Avogadro's number into charge of electron. What is the charge of the electron? The number will be here Avogadro's number will be 10 to the power of 23, 6.023 10 to the power of 23, and here the charge on the electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. So if you multiply both, then you will get 1 Faraday is equals to 96,500 coulombs. So that is equals to 1 mole of electron. So this is the relationship between the charge 1 mole of electrons and Faraday. So if you see the another definition of the Faraday, that is this is maybe first definition, and if you see second definition of the Faraday, if you take the quantity of electric charge, the quantity of electric charge required, the quantity of electric charge required to deposit of any substance. So here required to deposit 1 gram equivalent. Here if you see 1 gram equivalent number of any substance is called Faraday. So here if you see 1 gram equivalent number of any substance is called Faraday. So let us assume if I have a one beaker and there are 2 electrodes, and I am passing the electricity from here. So let us assume I am taking the sodium chloride. So here Na plus and Cl minus, when you it is a negatively charged, it is positively charged one, so it is a anode positive and cathode negative, and when you pass electric charge, there are electrons are here, so immediately sodium will undergoes reduction, and it deposited on the electrode of negatively charged particle, that is cathode electrode, it will be deposited. So let's assume here sodium plus electron is taking, and it is undergoing reduction and deposited as sodium. So here to deposit how many moles of sodium plus ions will be there? So 1 mole. And how many moles of sodium is depositing? 1 mole. So to deposit 1 mole of sodium, 1 mole of sodium is equals to the molecular weight of the sodium, that is 23 grams of sodium, or it can be said as 1 mole of sodium, that is 1 mole of electrons also we can say, or that is 1 Faraday current is required. 1 Faraday is required. 1 Faraday is required. So this is the meaning of the Faraday, the quantity of electric charge required to deposit on 1 gram number of the any substance is called Faraday. So here this is the meaning. So this this table, these values you can remember. You can do so many problems from the electrochemistry. What is the meaning of 1 Faraday is equals to 96,500 coulombs of the charge, and how many moles of ion or what are present in our chemistry? There are atoms, ions, or molecules. So what they have? They have the masses. They have masses. That means atoms has mass, ion has mass, and this one is molecule has mass. So but who is depositing here? Atoms are depositing or ions are depositing? See, finally there are atoms and molecules only deposited on the electrodes, not ions. So ions won't deposit on the electrodes, only atoms or molecules only deposited. So if you see 1 Faraday is equals to, means how many coulombs of charge we have to pass through that battery. This is a battery, so how much charge we have to pass, that will we will calculate here. So 1 Faraday is equals to 96,500 coulombs. That means 1 mole of electron, as previously we calculated, it is a 1 mole of electrons, and it is a 1 gram equivalent number, 1 gram equivalent number. And 1 gram equivalent number, that means if it is sodium, then it is 23 grams of sodium, because molecular weight of the sodium atom is 23 grams. So that equals to 1 mole of sodium, that is equals to 1 mole of sodium. If you see magnesium, then 12 grams of magnesium. Why it is 12 grams of magnesium? So here if you see the magnesium, here I am writing magnesium 2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to magnesium. So here 2 electrons are giving. So how many moles of electrons we have to take? 1 mole of electrons. That means 1 mole of this thing here should be deposited. So how many moles of magnesium? That means magnesium plus 2 electrons gives rise to magnesium. So here 1 mole of magnesium is forming, but 2 Faraday current we are using. 2 Faraday current 2 Faraday current is we are using. So how much magnesium will deposit if I use 1 Faraday of the current? 1 Faraday of the current, then half mole of magnesium will deposit. Half mole of magnesium will deposit. So here we are using 2 Faradays. 2 electrons means 2 Faradays of the charge we are using. So coulombs of charge we are using. So 12 grams of magnesium or half mole of magnesium. So if you write for the 1 mole electrons, then 1 by 2 Mg2 plus electrons gives rise to 1 by 2 Mg. It is depositing. Where it will be deposit? Tell me, where will it will deposit? So obviously it will deposit at the cathode. Why it is cathode? So it is a positively charged one. If you take the beaker and here if you pass the current, so here positive negative charge, so magnesium 2 plus ions are there, cations will go to the negative side. So cathode, here cathode is there, so it is a reduction takes place here. So reduction, so this is the reduction takes place. So 12 grams of magnesium, or if you take the aluminium means aluminium 3 plus 3 electrons gives rise to aluminium. So how many moles we have to take? 1 mole of electrons only we have to take. For 1 mole of electrons, how much magnesium will deposited? That is 9 grams of magnesium will deposit. Aluminium will deposited. That is 1 by 3 mole of aluminium. That is 1 by 3 mole of aluminium. So if I take the calcium, 20 grams of calcium, calcium is a 2 plus, so 1 by 2 mole of calcium. Next that is equals to 1 Faraday. Next is copper. If you take the 31.75 grams of copper, that is equals to half mole of copper. And here if you take the zinc, then 32.75 grams of zinc, and that is equals to half mole of zinc. Why here everything half means that contains the ions will be positively charged, positive charges. That means 3 plus positives or 2 positives ions will be present. So here if you take the gases will be depositing, so how much grams of hydrogen will be deposit? So 1 gram of hydrogen. So hydrogen, that is half mole of hydrogen, half mole of hydrogen. So half mole of hydrogen, 8 grams of oxygen. So here 1 mole of hydrogen gas, half mole of hydrogen, that is 11.2. This is important, 11.2 liters. So gas means we will measure in the liters at a liter of H2 gas at STP, so standard temperature and pressure, standard temperature and pressure. So if you take the 8 grams of oxygen, 8 grams of oxygen, that means how many moles of oxygen? So 1 by 4th mole of oxygen, 1 by 4th mole of oxygen will deposited, and here it is 5.6 liters of oxygen at STP. When we pass the 1 Faraday, this is 1 Faraday of the charge. When you pass through that solution, then this much amount of molecules or atoms are deposited on the cathode or anode. So if you take the chlorine also, if you take the 1 Faraday of the chlorine, then 1 Faraday of the chlorine means, tell me how many grams of chlorine? That is 35.5 grams of chlorine, and half mole of chlorine, so half mole of chlorine, and that is 11.2 liters of chlorine at STP. So liters of chlorine at STP. So this is about the Faraday's and Faraday laws. So next we start with the conductance. We are taking that how the conductivity increase, we will see here. So we know that there are metallic conductors and electrolytic conductors. So metallic conductors, if you see here, there is a beaker. In that you took any electrolyte. So it is a electrolyte or any salt you dissolved in that water molecules. So salt plus H2O or any electrolyte you took into the solution. And here interesting thing is you passed the electric current through this electrodes. So there are 2 electrodes you are immersed in this beaker. So here you are inserted 2 electrodes. One is acting as a cathode and one is acting as a anode. So here cathode and anode is the oxidation will takes place and cathode is the reduction will takes place. That is one thing. And here we can find out the concentration versus conductive. Here if you take, this is a solution means it present solute plus solvent is equals to solution. So here solution is present, that means it has some concentrations. So it has some concentration, that means you can have concentration in molarity, concentration in normality. So here you have concentration. So volume also we have concentration, volume term we have here. So there are another thing is here, these are metallic conductors. So these are metallic conductors. If you see the metallic conductor, that means that is a metallic conductors. Metallic conductors so metallic conductors. So here if you take the any cube, take any cube, that means it has let us assume this is my length length, and this is breadth, and this is height. Sorry, this is breadth, and this is height. So this is height. So this is, so what is the volume? Volume here is L into B into H, that is LBH, or length into area. So length into area. So if you take this one, BH, you can measure the area. And here interesting thing is, this is the length, the separation length between the two electrodes will be, here is the L, here is the length, and it has some area. So it has some area. So this electrodes has some area, so it will come volume. So volume, it will come. So here, if you see the conductance, so what is the conductance? So here conductance is equals to conductance, what is the definition of the conductance? Is equals to, if I write the C, that means conductance, concentration also we will write as C. So don't confuse between this C and that C. So here it is conductance. Conductance means the reciprocal, we know that reciprocal of resistance is called conductance, So here reciprocal of the resistance is called conductance. So if I write the C is equals to 1 by R, but we know that from the Ohm's law, that is R is directly proportional to L, and resistance is inversely proportional to 1 by A. So if you write from both, R is directly proportional to L by A. If you remove that proportionality constant, R is equals to rho into L by A. So if you write the R is equals to rho into L by A, if I write 1 by R is equals to 1 by rho into A by L, that is equals to 1 by R, means from here we can write as a C is equals to this. I can write it as a specific conductance. It is a specific resistance and specific conductance. So this I am writing that kappa, that is this is the kappa into A by L, A by L. So how can I write the kappa? So kappa is equals to C into L by A. So this is C into L by A. Kappa is equals to C into L by A. So C is equal, this is kappa. Here K is equals to kappa, that is a specific conductance. This is the specific conductance, and C is equals to conductance, and A is equals to area of the electrode, and L is equals to length between two electrodes, So if you see this length between two electrodes, here I can write it as, so kappa is equals to C, I can write as 1 by R into L by A. So here this is a constant value, so area is the constant and length is also constant. If you take this is the unit centimeter, and here is the unit in centimeter square. Area we can find out the centimeter square, and here it is centimeter. So this is the constant. So L by A I can write as cell constant. Don't confuse if you ask if you given some cell constant value, then from this equation we can find out the specific conductance and resistance. So this is a relationship between the resistance, specific conductance, and L by A. So here I can write as another, or I can write as K is equals to C into L by A. So here C is the not concentration, here it is the conductance into L by A, that is C into cell constant. Here specific conductance plays a crucial role in this electrochemistry part 2, electrochemistry, that is the here specific conductance, specific conductance, that is specific conductance, that is kappa. Kappa is independent, it is not independent of one is conductance, it is not depends on the conductance, and two is the resistance, and third is the distance between two electrodes, so distance between electrodes, and fourth one is the cross sectional area of the electrodes, so cross sectional area of the electrode, and fifth one is cell constant. Here a very important, cell constant. So cell constant, but specific conductance of a solution. Specific, we are talking about chemistry, that's why so we deals with the solution. So solution depends upon its concentration. This is very important, that only one thing that depends upon the concentration. So concentration, that means, so kappa is equals to C into L by A. So here kappa is independent of the conductance, so it is conductance, and this is the length by area, so it is independent of the how much length you took, that is also not area of the length between the two electrodes, and area of the cross sectional area of the electrodes, independent of the all the things, but it is depends upon only the volume, that means K is equals to, so kappa is equals to, it only depends upon the volume. So I can write as concentration will be there, conductance will be there, L by E I can write it as V. So volume, why it is volume, we are taking, if you take the this is the cube, so we are taking the solution, that means it had length into height into breadth, that is 1 centimeter, that is 1 centimeter cube, or 1 ml of the solution we are taking. So it is depends upon only on the concentration. So I can write a conductance conductance is equals to conductance only depends upon specific conductance into volume. So conductance is depends upon the specific conductance and volume, so K into V. This conductance we are measuring by using this formula, specific conductance and this one. So what are the units? We know that all the units have units for the units for resistance. We know resistance. What is the units for resistance? That is ohm. So what is the conductance units? Conductance is 1 by C is equals to 1 by R, that is ohm inverse or mho. What is the units for resistivity? Rho is equals to ohm centimeter. Resistivity rho is equals to conductance is equals to resistivity, that is ohm into centimeter. Why it is ohm into centimeter? Rho is equals to rho is equals to R into A by L. R into A by L. R is the ohm and A by L centimeter per centimeter. Centimeter will get cancelled. So here this is the ohm centimeter. And what is the units for specific conductance? Also we can resistivity also we can call it as specific resistance. So this is the specific resistance. And another thing is specific conductance. It is also conductance, but it is we are specifying. So specific conductance kappa. So kappa is equals to ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Why it is ohm inverse centimeter inverse? So kappa is equals to conductance. Kappa is equals to C into L by A. That is C conductance ohm inverse 1 by R into L by A. L is the length centimeter and centimeter, so ohm into length is the centimeter by here it is a centimeter square. So centimeter square, centimeter will get cancelled. So here it is ohm inverse centimeter inverse. This is the units for specific conductance. What is the units for cell constant? So for units for cell constant is equals to L by A. That is equals to cell constant L by A. That is equals to meter inverse or centimeter inverse. So this is the conductance and specific conductance. So what is the conductance here is the conductance. So here what is conductance? What is the conductance here? So first of all you take any beaker, and in that you can add any electrolyte, and there is a electrodes and ions is there. This is we call it as electrolyte, and here there are electrodes. This is electrodes. So this is electrodes. So here there are electrodes are present. So what is the conductance? Is the conducting power of all the ions. The conducting power of all the ions means electrolyte contains some ions, A plus B minus ions that are present in a solution. Is called conductance. So the conducting power of all the ions that are present in a solution is called conductance. So what is the specific conductance? What is the specific conductance? That is very represented with here is the C. So conductivity is generated due to the presence of these ions. So here is the specific conductance. So the conducting power of the conducting power of all the ions that are present in 1 centimeter cube of a solution. 1 centimeter cube of a solution is called specific conductance. What is the meaning of this? If you take the beaker, in that you are inserting some electrodes which is having some area of the cross sectional area, and here there is a distance between two electrodes, that is we call it as length. So this is L and this is area A. So in this area and length, so area and length will be if you take the area is 1 centimeter square by 1 centimeters, so this total will give you the volume. So volume, that how much volume, that is 1 centimeter cube of volume we are taking. So 1 centimeter cube of the volume we are taking are 1 ml solution. So kappa is equals to conductance into 1 by L by A, that is cell constant. So kappa is equals to C into L by A. So here if you see the conducting power of all the ions that are present in 1 centimeter cube of a solution, that is the conducting power of all the ions that are present in a 1 ml of solution, that is called kappa. So here conductance, if I take the 1 centimeter cube, this is in CGS, if I take the 1 meter cube, then that is MKS.